Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
Karma slapped my ex right in the face. Background: I've been married for 16 years and we've been together for 20. You have 3 children together. After accessing her phone and reading her texts, I discovered her affair. She had an affair with one of her coworkers. We broke up and attempted to repair our marriage, but it didn't work. Divorce was filed in October 2018. She moved out in November 2018, and she began seeing her AP immediately. Divorce finalized in December 2019. Until this week, she was still with her AP. My ex phones me, distraught, and asks if I can have the kids overnight again. I inquire as to what is wrong and if she is okay. Karma hit me straight in the face, she says. She goes on to say that she had a feeling something wasn't right, so she decided to go through her AP phone while he was in the shower. On Facebook, I discovered a massive string of messages with photos, hateful language, and so on. That's how I found out about her affair. My ex is 39 years old. He is 52 years old, and his new AP is married and just 28 years old. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to shout to the heavens that it happened to her. I warned her from the start that he was a predator. However, after hearing her out, I realized she was really in love with this man, and part of me felt sad for her. She apologized to me more that day than she ever has before for cheating on me, saying words like, "I'm so sorry I put you through this, and I had no idea how much this upset you." I took things with a grain of salt since I had moved on and met someone with whom I have been happily dating for the last 6 months. The purpose of this essay is to let everyone know that even if you are going through a difficult divorce, everything will work out in the end, and occasionally karma will come in and offer you a tiny piece of revenge. Story 2. GF cheated with coworker and sold me out at work. My 1-year-old girlfriend, 23 female, and I, 24 male, began working at the same firm. I felt intimidated and didn't understand several things. I was in Asia, but originally from Europe. I was depressed, and she noticed. After around 3-5 weeks at the firm, she begins to flirt with our boss, going on out-of-town vacations, kissing, and so on. He had a girlfriend for at least 4 years. I know the folks who informed me she was attempting to contact me, but I don't know her. I find out, she denies, and then she says that it was because I wasn't a professional, that she was bored of helping me, and that I didn't strive hard enough. She did assist me culturally and otherwise, but I also had to pick up her work since she was too slow. They had also talked me, stating that I was weak, pitiful, and so on. She appeared to be compelled to depict me negatively to him even when she knew I was depressed. A close friend of mine nearly died during this time as well. She would also ask me personal and professional questions and then go directly to him, making light of whatever concerns I had. When I inquired about professional things, she yelled at me for abusing the relationship. I honestly don't know what to think. She says she needs someone she can trust. She would always ask me who I would see if I went out, and she didn't like it when I did either. So I started avoiding it. She also made me stop wearing tank tops when running or at the gym, not being personal with coworkers, and so on, and then cheats with a guy she says only cares about himself. He wasn't better attractive, didn't have nearly as much money, just a higher title, and was more aggressive. I'm a very calm person when it comes to anger. Try to manage it. The very worst part is that I still miss her, broke it up, and can't seem to realize how horrible this behavior is. What the hell is the matter with me? Even my close friends and family think she's a maniac. But my brain simply won't believe it since she's gone from angel to devil, and I blame myself for it, as if I could have done more. Story 3. Found out wife has been cheating for 6 months. Thoughts or advice? I'd like to begin by stating that, like most others, I never dreamed this would happen to me. My 5-year-old wife obtained a new job in June 2021. She started to act oddly after only a few weeks. The first sign came when she began to be secretive with her texts. Second, she started to depart on weekends, claiming to be going on hikes. To prepare for these treks, she would first go to the supermarket and get food she doesn't eat, just enough for 2 people. She then claimed it was for a number of colleagues. I grew suspicious and inspected her phone, where I found a note. Not to be too graphic, but it essentially said that this guy was the only other person she had been with, and she let him total inside while not allowing her husband, meaning me, to do so. She also added at the end of the communication that he advised her that we must now return to our prior existence. I don't know what else to say if that isn't evidence. When I confronted her about the message, she stated that she wrote it because she wanted me to talk to her. After my heart was crushed, I felt as if my world had come to an end. I asked for additional evidence. I saw a picture of him on her phone. He is an elderly balding man with a wife and kid, as I soon found. As I went further, I noticed that my back was aching worse with each new piece I unearthed. I'll be explicit in my remarks. She got pregnant and then claimed that she was not pregnant at the time. I have the positive test result as well as the bill from the abortion facility where she had the procedure performed on me. We hadn't been active for 2 months, so I was certain the child wasn't mine, and the letter I had found earlier confirmed my suspicions. When I presented her with evidence, she responded with lies. I now have a great deal more knowledge. I am familiar with the AP name, house, vehicle, colleagues, and the hotel where they are now staying, among other things. The icing on the cake is that I have the contact information for the AP spouse. My wife is completely unaware of how much I genuinely know. Even with the few facts I provided her, she rejected it and lied about the situation. Some recommendations on how to evaluate if she is apologetic or remorseful about her actions. I'm now feeling a broad variety of emotions and would want to know why this is happening. Update. I'll add 2 more points to this discussion. I contacted her mother, who called her to confront her as well, and she lied again more, despite the fact that I had proof to the contrary. Second, the AP wife is aware that I had a friend contact her with documentation, which she has already received. My understanding is that her AP wife is dealing with it, but she seems to be in denial. He and his wife have been married for 14 years, have 1 child, and own a piece of land. As a result, I have absolutely no idea what she is doing with the information. Update 2. As a result, we discuss it once again last night. I haven't shared anything that I am aware of yet, since I am awaiting the arrival of my attorney. I'll offer you a little background information. As we are driving to supper, she expresses her dissatisfaction with the probing questions that I have been asking her. That rather than avoiding the subject, I should be straightforward about it. Why did you question as to what time I was going to work after I told you that I was being waxed, she said. Why don't you come out and say it if you think I'm effing anybody? Well, are you effing anyone? I inquired, to which she responded emphatically, no. During the preceding 6 months, I would ask her straightforward questions such as did you date or sleep with anybody else? And she would always reply affirmatively. The letter was meant for someone else, says the author. No, I wrote to you because I want to chat with you, says the author. Can I ask with whom you're going hiking? It was a group of employees, she said. Can you tell me why you're going to work so early? She inquired. To catch up on stuff, she said. Nevertheless, she was temporarily stationed in a motel in the meanwhile. Asking a straightforward question led in the discovery of an obvious lie. I wanted to make sure that everyone knew the truth. So, having said that, what is the most effective way to inform her I know everything without being challenged with lies and denials of my knowledge?